Howdy! I'm myself,
And I'm Kane Hinkle.
and welcome to the Baron Breakdown.
Today we'll be going through DeKalb zoomed in just to look at the week, next week's notable events, a Music Man update, a new segment called Top 3, and what's happening in BTV. And yeah, so Tuesday, boys volleyball is at DeKalb. They're playing Norwell. They were supposed to play last week, got rescheduled. That's when all the storms were coming and stuff. That was awful. I went and sat at my home because I thought it was gonna come at 5 or 6. Didn't start till 10.
Yeah.
But it's
I
okay.
was upstairs in my room, and there's a dead tree right outside my window.
I know.
It woke me up in the middle of the night. I had to go downstairs. I was like, nah, I'm taking cover.
Yeah, I woke up at, 5 a.m. the next day because I heard a tree fall or something.
Holy
it was
cow.
scary. But Wednesday, tennis is at Dwenger. I think that's their first. Well, Tuesday night was supposed to be the first match, but it got rescheduled to Wednesday.
Okay.
And then Wednesday softball is also at Eastside.
Yep. Boys volleyball is at Dwenger on Wednesday as well.
I feel like almost every sport's going to be at Dwenger this week.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But
Thursday, we've got track and field at Garrett.
That should be a good one. A rival.
Rivalry.
Mm-hmm. And I think our track team's pretty good. But
well, maybe we can beat them.
We will. Tennis is at Thursday. Tennis is at Concordia.
Baseball at Northrop on Thursday, too, it looks
Northrop's pretty good. That'll be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
They're always competitive in every sport for the most part. But softball's at Prairie Heights.
Mm-hmm. JV is at Busco, looks like.
Same night, yeah. That should be interesting. I've never really seen, a varsity team go to, in this scenario, Prairie Heights, and the JV goes to Busco.
Yeah.
I've done sports for all 4 years. I've never seen that. Well,
I don't know if this is different for, softball, but they have completely separate varsity and JV, so they practice at completely separate times.
I'm not saying I think it's a good thing to get, because the competition will be higher for both, and, it's not your, top and your bottom aren't so far apart. But I think that's, a good thing, but I've never seen that before.
Yeah. They even played against each other the other night. Mm-hmm. It was super fun.
I went. It was a little rainy. It was a little rainy, but I think they should get a parking lot because my parking was, I think one tire was on the road and the other 3 were on the grass. But
yeah,
it's fine. But that's just so odd to me. And then Thursday as well, boys volleyball is at Southside. I'm pretty sure their team's pretty new, similar age to ours, 2-3 years old. So that should be competitive. And then Saturday, baseball's at Garrett. I believe varsity starts at 10 or 11, and then JV follows around 1-ish, I believe.
JV follows. That's I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I don't know. It's the JV plays in the varsity.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they have that flipped. And normally Garrett's a doubleheader where varsity just plays 2 back-to-back.
Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah. And then next week's notable events.
Golf is starting on Monday, so good luck to them.
That's me, baby. Yeah.
Eagle on that golf team.
But yeah, Monday our season starts, and then Tuesday we have team pictures, and I think we just after that go straight into our meets and stuff. And cool. I'm pretty sure we play a lot at Bridgewater. There's a lot of other cool courses we'll play. There's a school board meeting Tuesday. Should be out at the high school.
Or
hopefully.
We still haven't checked on that. Sorry, Variance.
I know. And then Friday is Good Friday. No school.
Well, it'll be Great Friday because there's no school.
Yeah.
And then looks like we're moving on to a Music Man update.
We were supposed to have Cohen was in here. We're supposed to ask him how it's been going, but we'll just ask you. So, how's practice been going?
Practice is very good. We're getting things done. I'm not in a lot of the dance numbers, so it's a lot of sitting and watching for me, which is good because I get to watch all the people dance, and it's looking really nice.
Okay, so I was going to ask Cohen a handful of questions, but he's not in here, so I'm just going to think of some off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, you guys have known you're going to do the Music Man since the beginning of the year.
Yep.
When do you get your script for that?
We didn't get our scripts until about a week and a half after the cast list came out. Mm-hmm. So we had our online script, and we had to wait for the scripts to come in the mail. Mm-hmm. So probably a week and a half after we knew what part we had.
Okay. Are you excited to do the Music Man? Do you wish it was something else? Do you?
I am so excited for the Music Man. It's such a classic. The school's done it 2 or 3 times already
Mhm.
because it's just such a it's one of the greatest musicals of all time.
I think
So
my sister might have done it actually when she was here.
Yeah.
One of them. But I really like it. I've heard the songs and I
Mhm.
like seen bits and pieces of it. And I think they're doing a great job over there.
yeah,
And I really like the track list. Like
yeah.
I think of all the musics we've done this year, that's probably one of my favorite track lists.
Yeah.
So do I know each year they decide on a set number of musicals. Do they like seniors or juniors get to help pick which musical, or is it like all the big dog, Mr. Friels?
Well, so every year we have a fall play, a Christmas play or musical, and then the spring musical and the summer intensive. So Mr. Friels normally picks all of those. Sometimes the interns get a little bit of input, like the senior graduating interns from the year
Yeah.
before, but normally we don't get much input. There is a set amount of time where Friels will ask us if we have shows that we would like to do that we can pitch to him. So, like our sophomore year, I really wanted to do SpongeBob, and so I was like, "Mr. Friels, we should do SpongeBob. It's about this. Like, we have all this stuff." And he was like, "Okay, I'll check it out." And then we did that the next year.
That's cool. But I actually I think it was the start of this year. I told him to do. I love the Muppets, love the movies, love the songs, love the Muppets. Like you should find a Muppets musical because I'm sure it's out there. And he said I think he couldn't find like a good one
No.
that was appropriate. But I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't think there's one that's available to us through there's a couple websites that have the rights to musicals.
Mhm.
I don't think there's a Muppets musical available.
So you may not know, but I'm gonna ask. So do you have to? How does that work? Because obviously we're doing like SpongeBob, which is like I'm trying to think the right term. Like people own it, and like do we buy rights to that or?
Yes, so there are two main websites for that: Musical Theater International and Concord Theatricals. So you have to go on one of those websites and search for the musical that you want.
Mhm.
And if it's there, it'll say like, how many seats do you have? How many nights are you doing the musical? And then they base your price of like how much you have to pay to get the rights to that musical. I know for Harry Potter, our rights weren't cheap because it's
It's
Harry
Harry Potter. Yeah.
so we had to pay a lot of money to be able to do that, but it was absolutely a blast. That was the best.
I know. I wasn't able to make it because I had football and then I was out of town the weekend.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to go see it. But I heard Harry Potter was great. Like I saw bits and pieces.
Mhm.
But so you don't pay a set rate. It's like if it's the show's like Harry Potter versus I don't want to say a no name, but like a smaller.
Yes.
It's like you're not going to pay as much.
You're
Right?
not going to pay as much for Hillbilly Hankerin as you would for Harry Potter because there's not the name recognition. Sound of Music was more expensive because it's Sound of Music.
Yeah.
But then there's shows like really newer shows are more expensive. So musicals that just came off Broadway, Six, when Hamilton comes out, that'll be like, I don't even know, $15,000.
I love Hamilton.
It is a really good show. It's a good intro. But it varies a lot on what the price of the rights are.
All right. Thank you. Those are off the top of the head questions. Cohen left us, so we had to audible. But all right. Now into our new segment called Top 3. So this is just going to be a segment where we go through like school-related like topics and we just do our top 3. Like today we're doing school lunches. And my number 1 is the burrito bowl.
My number 1 has got to be the school chicken parm.
Okay, have you ever had the burrito bowl?
Yes, I've had it. I
think it's the best what they offer because you have 2 different kinds of rice, 2 different kinds of meats, 2 different kinds of beans. Like it's almost like Chipotle.
I love the variety of it, but I don't know, it just doesn't hit for me. The chicken parm, I will say burrito bowl and chicken parm are the two most filling lunches
Mm-hmm.
that the school has, which I really appreciate.
Because of the burrito bowl, they gave you that big plate. You get to load it up.
Yeah.
And like, this says 1 scoop, but like, I don't think anybody does that. Shh. But yeah, you get to load that thing up and just. I think it's a top tier lunch. I think it's the best lunch.
No, like chicken parm, you get the spaghetti and the chicken patty, marinara, mozzarella cheese. Like, it's so good.
Okay, but I'm not a big spaghetti guy, so if I were to get chicken parm, I just eat the.
See, and that one.
Yeah. But and then your number 2 is.
My number 2 might be a hot take, but it's definitely the turkey and stuffing that they do for holidays.
That's a hot take.
I know, but stuffing is like my favorite thing in this world.
I love stuffing, but like, I love school lunches, but my mom makes homemade stuffing, so I'm used to that like homemade flavor.
No.
So it's not as good for me. Like,
see, my mom has always made stovetop like box stuffing for holidays.
It's good.
It tastes like home.
Mm-hmm. But my number 2 is actually salad. Because you got to put the croutons in there, carrots, cucumbers.
Croutons are good.
I know, they're so good. I think salad's a top 3 lunch.
What's your dressing? Dressing of choice?
My go-to is ranch, just because I don't like Caesar dressing.
I don't like Caesar dressing.
I like honey mustard. That's probably up there for me.
I like honey mustard on chicken, not on salad.
Mm-hmm. But
I'm French dressing all the way.
But
it's the only right answer.
My number 3 is mini corn dogs with barbecue sauce. I know that's so weird. I know.
Barbecue sauce?
It's my favorite condiment.
That just caught me off guard because that does not say barbecue sauce on our script. So I was not prepared for that one.
But
you got to get the ketchup and mustard and then mix it up.
No.
Yes. That's how you do it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Okay, moving on to my number 3. This isn't like a lunch entree, but I do have it with my lunch every day. So you get a white milk in the line, and then you buy a cookie, and you open the milk all the way and dunk the cookie in the milk.
I'm not mad at that. I think that's good.
I'm
not mad at that.
It's absolutely peak.
I think you can't, wherever you go, you can't go wrong with some white milk and cookie. You just can't go wrong.
Cookie and milk. It's a classic for a reason.
And the school's cookies, those things are good.
They're so good.
All right, I know it says top 3, but we both have honorable mentions.
Yeah, so what's yours?
So every day at lunch, I get a $1 pudding cup, and it is so good. So good.
Do they have just chocolate?
It's just chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate pudding's good.
Mm-hmm. And what's your honorable mention?
It's got to be pulled pork and mac and cheese.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I get the mac and cheese in the big compartment and then put the pulled pork on top. No bun. So good.
Yeah, some barbecue sauce on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With some sprinkled, like the shredded cheese on top too.
Now you're making me rethink my top 3. That might be 3 for me. It's either that or mini corn dogs. Those are both so good.
I know. But that pulled pork is. I can smell it from down the hallway and I get so excited.
It is good. All right. Now we're going to go through one of our segments. We're going to go through What's Up DeKalb. So What's Up DeKalb, it has a very long, intricate history. Like so many people have done it.
That's true.
You've had Kane Hinkle. I think he's done it the best.
Oh, wow. Of course you do.
Who did it?
It started with Gabe Tobier, didn't it?
It did start with Gabe Tobier.
Mr. Tobier.
Mm-hmm. But
seniors probably know who he is. I don't know if he graduated when we were freshmen, so.
But who else has done it? Who did it?
Josie?
Josie Vanderhost did it. I think Donnie might have done it. Donnie Wiley might have done it for a little bit.
Did it too.
But now, once Kane Hinkle retired it because he was just too great to do it another semester.
Nobody can fill those shoes, right?
I know, but Faith, Clayton's, I almost forgot her last name, Mackenzie Taggart, and Fiona Edwards took it over. Mm-hmm. Mr. Fields was interns. I think they're doing a wonderful job.
Me too.
It's not as good as last semester.
Well,
but they're doing a good job.
Last semester it was kind of unreliable. We never knew when there was going to be What's Up DeKalb.
But that's just why it was so good, because when it came on, you knew to watch.
It was such a great surprise.
But I don't know. I think that's a great segment because they go everywhere. They see such a variety of people.
I agree.
And different grades, and I think it's just one of the better segments we do.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to connect people.
It is, and I like the variety of the questions too. Like
Yeah.
it could be like, "How's your weekend going?" or "Do you have a dog? What's its name?" or like, "Do you like cookies?" That was a thing one time.
Oh,
Oh,
I love cookies. I don't see how anybody doesn't like cookies.
I know, but I don't know. That's a sneak peek into one of our segments that we do here at BTV, and I don't know. That was the Baron Breakdown.
All right. See you next week, Barons.
Thank you.